Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of MUFY Talks.
Hey.
Hey everyone. So today we have some very special guests with us today. So we have some members from the MUFY SC 2020 first terms. Hey, hi guys.
Yo.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. So we have here with us Roy, who was the VP for the first term of 2020, Min Hao from the sports committee, Mei and Ashwin from events, and Shun Lin from social responsibilities. So maybe Roy, would you like to start off with saying what do you do in the council?
I used to be the vice president of the council, for the batch 2020 first sem. What I mainly do is I was mostly the MC for most events, and also I acted as one of the managing relations between students and most of our student council members, as well as helping in a lot of brainstorming events. It was quite a good moment with them.
I see. So you pretty much were anywhere and everywhere and got thrown into the water all the time.
Throwing into the deep end was a pretty often thing, but you learn how to swim.
So maybe we'll move on to sports with Min Hao.
Okay, so as what the name suggests, yes, we organize sports activities, and although it might not seem as often in terms of sports activities, but we try to organize to make it as in a big scale as possible, so that everyone can enjoy sports throughout these events. We also liaise with the MUFY staff to organize some official MUFY sports events like MUFY Dash, etc., etc. So yeah.
What events department does is we usually handle the bigger events with mass interactions, stuff like movie nights and MUFY Lepak, mostly stuff like that. So.
And lastly, social responsibilities.
So social responsibility is also kind of like events, but it's like just smaller activities.
A bit insightful for some maybe newer students who might want to join the council. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Probably a lot of people would be interested in this. What made you think that you should really join the student council?
Well, for me, on a lighter note, I guess the reason why I joined was to spend more time with the girl I like. But on a more serious note, it was actually because I enjoyed joining into clubs. It's always been a side hobby of mine, but I feel that only in MUFYSC you get the full experience of a club where it's much on a bolder scale, where you can have not only host memorable events, and you can even have like creative times and actually create your own events. You're not really restricted to like badminton related event or just single type event, and you can really explore your ideas. For example, the horror night, which is one of the best things we have done so far. And I hope you tune in and maybe can hear me Len talking about it a little bit more.
For me, I think that I saw MUFY had a lot of potential. MUFY is a place where your ideas are being heard, every single one of them. Even if it's a bad one, it is taken into consideration. And yeah, I saw it as a place to show my skills and see how I can contribute.
Very interesting extracurricular that we have right here. So that brings us to our next question actually, which Edmund, you want to handle it?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So going into the student council, normal students have this kind of stereotype that when you join the student council, your life changes dramatically. Like you get super busy, you have no time for work or friends. You don't even have time to eat lunch because of all the events you're planning. What do you think about that after and before joining student council?
Yeah, for me, I think like it's the same, we're like still college student with the same assignments as everyone else. And we just try to make it our best to make a enriching experience for the rest of our fellow college mates. And it's also nice because in semester 2, like I know like way more people than I did in semester 1. So it's like really expanding your group and your circle and your friends. So it's really nice. Yeah.
So what are your experiences during MUFYSC, like before the pandemic and after, like when MCO was suddenly brought onto you guys out of the blue? Like what were the changes that you had to endure? What were the challenges that came as a complete surprise to you guys?
Well, I think from the sports department standpoint, I guess it was quite a really huge impact because being able to host events physically and compared to virtually is a very, very big difference for our sports department. It's either you can host events or you cannot host events. And I would say for us, it's also specifically because our department was tasked to liaise with the Sunway management itself to collaborate and host the Sunway Sports Carnival, which was supposedly to be the biggest event of Sunway University/college.
So bordering on that, like I know everyone had to go through that really hard time of suddenly adapting to online classes due to NCO, and all of a sudden from seeing your friends every single day to suddenly having to see them online. How do you function as a team when it just went all fully online? Like how do you communicate, and was there any like challenges that you faced through that?
I don't think that moving online affected our chemistry by a lot, because even though we do have our regular meetings and everything, I mean, we would call each other for fun almost every night just to talk about what we can do and just hang out as normal.
A little advice from future SC who may start online, I would say, to really just try and just mingle with each other outside of academics and also student council matters.
I would say the greatest way to bond online, for me personally, I felt, is to straight up just call them without any prior knowledge. Yes, for me, it's just hello, game or not, and then they were like, can, and then it was instant bonding. It was the best one.
So maybe what's one thing that you guys hope that you could have done during your time in MUFY SC?
I regret not really spending that much time with the council members is because whenever we do spend time, it's always about preparing or planning for event. It's not really like a hangout where we just relax and have fun together as a group of friends,
Moving on to the next question. Have you ever felt like did MUFY SC help you guys prepare for uni life in Monash? And did joining the student council actually affect your studies in any way?
In Monash University, it's like everything's fully online and you're just like doing everything in your room, and it's very hard to be disciplined and stuff like that. But other than that, I feel like student council made me like be more kind to myself, because I used to be a person that's just like, study, sleep, and then eat. But like MUFY Student Council kind of just made me like get out of that cycle, have some fun too.
I guess you could really say that it
No,
improved
no,
your
no, no.
social
No,
responsibility.
Oh god.
My point stands. You see these people for who they are now because of MUFY. You see Ashwin for who he is because you see. That's why I was Shun Lin before this was the student.
Yeah.
Then before this was the social butterfly. And Minha before this was I'm gonna say the sport guy for lack of better terms. Not because I see you on your swimming.
Yeah. But this kind of things that makes the support the backbone of our struggles in assignments and all. Yeah.
Obviously, hearing you guys' response, and it's just really, really fun to see how MUFY Student Council has changed you guys, and hopefully some other people who may be watching this in the future, they'll watch this and be like, oh, okay, Student Council sounds really fun, and I should really join.
I should join council.
Yeah.
It's bordering on the experiences from your council and how it affected your studies and whatnot. Like, what is the one word you guys would use to describe MUFY SC?
I would have to say wholesome, only because our team is really diverse. The fact that I have the opportunity to work with all these people, it's really something not to take for granted.
Another question that we have is, as we can see, right, you guys are all like really good friends, and one of you being VP, and the rest of you are just like the normal, quote-unquote normal council members. Did you guys see a significant gap between yourselves when you first joined the council? Because seeing from how you guys describe each other, it's like you guys probably weren't in the same group of friends. And how did you guys bond over? How did you guys like become so close to the point where, even in uni, you guys are still coming and talking to each other?
For me, like being in council, like before I was in council, Roy was in my English class, so I always knew him as being a nice friend, a very hardworking guy. I felt reassured even more when I knew that he was the vice president. All of us like cheering him on. We're like, yes. When the results of like all the positions were out, we're like, Roy, are you the president? Are you the vice president? Like, please say you got in, because we even had like a family tree, among the council.
No.
And, like, yeah, I'm not gonna name who is who, but yeah.
I think like in terms of a role model, like Roy is a really good Roy model. Get it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I think that wraps us all we have to cover for today. So yeah, so thank you guys for watching this episode of MUFY Talks, and we will be putting out our recruitment call soon for the January 2021 students. So if you're watching this when it's posted, do sign up now, because as you can hear from these guys, MUFY Student Council is really worth joining. So thank you guys again for watching our
I indirectly convinced half our batch to come in by myself.
Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys subscribe to our channel, and yeah, keep posted for new videos on our YouTube and IGTV. Bye guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Adieu. Ciao, ciao.